Earlier in the show, Mary Kay alluded to the unofficial depth chart. Let's take a look at the Browns' unofficial depth chart for Week 1. And you see Garrett and Clowney, as Mary Kay alluded to, Jackson and Billings listed. They do list Mack Wilson as the starting will linebacker. They also list Taki as the strong side. Greg Newsome, the rookie. Then again, nothing terribly surprising as Newsome listed as the starting cornerback. And Mary Kay, we preface this by saying Kevin Stefanski said there's going to be plenty of changes and guys playing in and out, running on and off the field. Does anything there surprise you? I don't think it does. Maybe Mack Wilson and that they list 3 linebackers, although I guess that is in theory their base defense, although they'll probably be in two linebackers quite a bit.
Yeah, first of all, let me address the Greg Newsome situation. Starting back in the Giants game, when Greedy Williams left that game with a groin injury, from the minute that game was over, I wrote a story saying that Greg Newsome was the starter for the season. He was already ahead at that point. There was no way that Greedy Williams was going to exit the lineup with a groin injury for a period of time and be able to come back in and win that job. So I've been writing that consistently for the past several weeks, ever since that Giants game. So if you guys out there have been reading me, I've been telling you that very forcefully that Greg Newsome was the starting cornerback since that day, and that's just how it worked out. So that's number one. The next thing to look at is Mack Wilson. I personally will be surprised if JOK is not on the field for the first snap. I just will be surprised. Now, maybe they will go with that veteran experience and put Mack Wilson out there, but that's not what I would do. And I have a feeling that's not what they're going to do either. In terms of the 3 linebackers that you see there on that unofficial depth chart, once again, it's unofficial for a reason. If they come out in base, then Sione Taki will be out there. But if they come out in a sub package, then he won't be out there. And they will be in a 2 linebacker, 6 defensive back formation, most likely. And I think it'll be Anthony Walker and JOK. When you look at the defensive line, I've watched practice every single day. I wrote a column about this last week. The column the headline was, Why the Browns Should Start JOK and Malik McDowell in Kansas City. Malik needs to be in lineup. He's a mauler, okay? I mean, he's just a big, huge man, and all of his athleticism has come out over the past couple of weeks. He's ready to throw out there and see what he can do. And it also, as I've mentioned a couple of times, gives you a chance to play some tall ball there in the middle. You can change there in the middle if you have guys that can get their hands up and do some different things like that. So what you're looking at with the unofficial depth chart is all well and good, but I don't think that's what you're going to see on.
Yeah, and it's important to note, what you're saying about JOK, nothing against Mack Wilson. It's just the skill set that JOK brings that he gives the Browns against a team that has an athletic quarterback and an athletic tight end and those skill sets that you need to defend.
Absolutely. I mean, there are so many different things that he can do. And again, just the speed and the athletic ability. Keep in mind, the Browns were prepared to draft JOK in the first round. He could have been their first round pick. First rounders start the season. I don't care what anybody says. They do. For the most part, your first round pick is going to be in the starting lineup on opening day, unless there's sort of something a little weird. So he is up in that stratosphere for them. And I believe that he will be out there. Once again, you're going to have some young guys that will probably not play the best game of their lives. They're going to get better as the weeks go along. But there's some really, really talented football players out there, and they're going to get their chance.